Empress. In third place by Triple First, then towards the outside Top Bird and Dunfermline. Right in behind them is Sasabunda. 3.5 furlongs still to go. And now as they come now to the 3 furlong from home markers, Bazaku now takes up the running from Triple First in second place to Permanent, now closing the gap on the outside. Jamaica is now dropping back and being switched to the outside of Sasabunda, but 2 furlongs still to run, and it's still Bazaka in the lead, being pressed by Dunfermline on the outside and Triple First. Bazaka the leader as they run down towards the final furlong, and coming with a great run on the outside is Royal Hive, but they got just about a furlong to go. It's Bazaka now being trying chance by Royal Hive on the outside. Dunfermline is third. They have 150 yards to go. Bazaka on the far side, Royal Hive on the near side. They come up towards the line. Joe Mercer and Royal Hive on the near side, but he's not going to catch Bazaka, and Bazaka holds on to win from Royal Hive in second place. Then comes Dunfermline, followed by Triple First, and after those Constellatria.
And next to the rails, it's Rejuvenate who comes through to just shade Jezida, but Park Express, the horse with the noseband, makes good ground. So too does on the outside Fleur Royale. Colour Spin on the extreme left of the picture, really starting to motor. 3 to go, wide open race as Park Express now just shades Jezida. Rejuvenate next to the rails. Colour Spin down the centre of the track comes under pressure, and Untold makes a run with the white sleeves. And then behind these, Ivor's Image starts a run too. 2 furlongs to go. Park Express next to the rails. Down the centre of the track, Fleur Royale, Untold and Colour Spin, and Ivor's Image on the extreme left. Just over a furlong to go, and now it's Untold in the maroon jacket, white sleeves inside the final furlong from Park Express in second. Untold from Park Express. Colour Spin well beaten, and inside the final half furlong, Untold from Park Express. Untold going to take Michael Stout past the £2 million barrier. Yes, so Untold the winner from in second place Park Express. Third was Ivor's Image, so Michael Stout 1 and 3 in this Yorkshire Oaks. In momentum now, and her ears are pricked as she goes to home, with Nidrian in the hoop jacket on the outside in second place. Alidar Esther Gray making ground on the outside of Petit Teal, who's jockey Ron Quinton just looks round there to see where they are. Roseate turns still in last place, down to the 3, and Lady Shipley finds more. Very game this, and she goes on again by a couple of lengths. Petit Teal comes through to second place. Alidar looks to be in trouble. They come down towards the 2. Roseate turn pulled wide, and it's Lady Shipley with the call from Petit Teal. Alidar Esther Gray bravely now under Steve Cawthon is finding pace and momentum, but Roseate Turn is keeping with her on the outside. A cracking race inside the final furlong, and Roseate Turn in the red with the white cap is the leader. From Petit Teal in second, Alidar is beaten. Roseate Turn has it. Willie Carson punches her home. Roseate Turn easily from Alidar, and Petit Teal in a photo second, third. Back in 4 was the pace-making Lady Shipley. And it's Whitewater Affair. In fact, they're all trained at Newmarket with half a mile to go. It's Whitewater Affair leading. Here comes the favourite, Reams of Verse, the outside of Crown of Light. Then Squeak coming forward now into 4th place. The favourites making a ground on the outside. But look at My Emma towards the back of the pack in the green and yellow quarter cap, but about 5 lengths down on Reams of Verse, who's sent about her business. But Whitewater Affair isn't giving up. The 3-year-old versus the 4-year-old. Whitewater Affair, Reams of Verse, pulled wide, Crown of Light. My Emma still making ground through on the inside. Squeak making ground on the outside, papering the rank outsider. Al-Khalali is out of it, but it's Whitewater Affair in the lead. Here comes My Emma coming to press. The odds-on favourite is beaten. Reams of Verse from 4th at best, as My Emma comes from last to first to come and take the race. The Aston Upthorpe Yorkshire Oaks goes to My Emma and comes home very easily to Whitewater Affair, with Crown of Light in third, Reams of Verse only 4.
Down the home straight on the Knavesmire, and Bathsheba is almost joined by Roman Empress. Out wide and under the whip now is Tamarin. Dare Me travels well, so too Sariska. Saphira's Fire struggling a bit at the rear of the field. Well down the straight, Bathsheba and Roman Empress continue to cross swords here. Dare Me coming with a challenge. Sariska now shaken up towards the outside with a quarter mile left to travel. Tamarin looks beaten at this stage, then Saphira's Fire. Inside the final 2, Spencer's having to get pretty serious here with Sariska. Dare Me looms up on the outside of Roman Empress. Far side Bathsheba. Sariska's trying to get to Dare Me as they run inside the final furlong. Dare Me's very game. She always goes down fighting if she goes down at all. And Sariska's in trouble. It's Dare Me sticking on too well. Dare Me wins the Yorkshire Oaks. In second, Sariska couldn't get by. Third, Roman Empress, then Bathsheba. Tamarin disappointing.
Snow Fairy Red Sleeves is asked to close. Miesnar and Eleanor use a little outpace. down to the final three. Barshiba being reeled back by Midday, who comes there absolutely cruising. Flying Cloud ridden along. Snow Fairy in behind, caught in a pocket, angling for a run. Quealy takes an nonchalant look in behind as they pass the two. He asks Midday to stretch. She quickens a couple of lengths clear. Snow Fairy goes off in pursuit. Eleanor Deuce staying on from the rear with Miesner. Midday down towards the last furlong. Asked to lengthen. She stretches away from Snow Fairy, who's surely chasing her shadow. She begins to drift off a true line. Midday has a bit of a wander around, but she's not for catching. And Midday drawing away. It's a fourth Group 1. Midday wins the Darley Yorkshire Oaks for Colin Abdullah, Henry Cecil and Tom Queeny, an 8th Group 1. Snow Fairy was second, Eleanor Deuce was third, and Miesner in fourth in a dramatic.
And last of all, still looking on, is Tapestry. So now as they come down the home straight here with just over 3.5 furlongs still left to go, Volume now being asked to stretch here on the outside. Venus de Milo joins in. Tagruda's big stride is bringing her right alongside the two leaders as they race towards the final 2.5. Up the inside, you have to say that Tassaday's travelling pretty nicely. Paul Hannigan now shaking the reins on Tagruda. With Tassaday the danger on the inside. These two now begin to kick clear of Tapestry back in third. They're racing up towards the final furlong in the Darley Yorkshire Oaks, and Tagruda's going to have to stretch here because Tapestry, a big danger on the near side, is joining in. This could be a big upset. Tagruda's got to dig deep on the far side. Tapestry the near side, probably just in front. Can Tagruda fight back? It'll be tight. Tapestry and Tagruda, and Tapestry has beaten Tagruda and wins the Yorkshire Oaks. Tassaday was back in third, Lustrous fourth, followed by Talent, then Volume and Venus de Milo. Lustrous is still covered up. Well, plenty of chances on the inside then is outstanding. C. Khaleesi's been covered up on the outside and reproduced late. Miss Marjorie's got it all to do to get out of last place as Lustrous starts to improve in the middle of the pack. They're coming down the home straight towards the final 3 furlongs in the Darley Yorkshire Oaks, and stretching out in front, Covert Love. Play Scott there with a big challenge on the near side, together with Curvy. On the left then is Jack Naylor, who starts to pick up Crystal Svedsa. Lady of Dubai is caught a bit flat-footed behind them. Easter's under pressure, but Covert Love is pouring it on as she enters inside the final furlong and a half, and she's up by about a length or two. On the outside here comes Play Scott with a run, so too C. Khaleesi, the French filly, on the outside with Jack Naylor. It's still Covert Love who's very game in front here, fending off all comers. Wider out than C. Khaleesi with Play Scott, who's only one final go. Play Scott beginning to get up as they go to the line. Play Scott's won the Yorkshire Oaks. From in second, Covert Love. It was tight then for third, running on pretty well. C. Khaleesi, Curvy not far behind them either. As they begin to straighten up for the judge here in the Darley Yorkshire Oaks, coming down the centre of the track as they go past the 4 furlong marker. And Pretty Perfect still out in front and being pushed along now. Travelling nicely behind is Even Song. Harlequin is under pressure. Here's Endless Time with a run on the outside. Fura Crusada is after them. Queen's Trust is travelling superbly well on the inside with the sheepskin noseband, being followed through there by Found in the striped cap. And Turret Rocks is trying to get on terms as well. Kura's struggling. Harlequin likewise, and Loving Things is beaten. So too Fireglow. Up to the final furlong and a half they'll come now. And there it goes, Seventh Heaven to take on Queen's Trust. Seventh Heaven, the Irish Oaks winner from Queen's Trust, and Found on the far side is rallying. Inside the final furlong they come. Seventh Heaven and Colm O'Donoghue bounding clear in tremendous style is going to follow up a win at the Curragh by winning the Yorkshire Oaks. Seventh Heaven is in Seventh Heaven. In second is Found, followed then by Queen's Trust. Pretty Perfect ran on nicely for fourth still, and Turret Rocks was next. Just over half a mile left to travel. They're coming away from the rail again towards the centre of the track. And Frankie in charge here on board Enable. Queen's Trust still 2 lengths down in second. Coronet now has been given the hurry up by Olivier Pellier. Abingdon is also pushed along. Neswa is making up some ground from the back of the field. Alluringly is still last, but Enable is not stopping. She's pressing on as she goes down towards the final quarter mile. Now Frankie asking her to engage top gear. She's clear by 4 to 5 lengths. Queen's Trust is not giving up. She's trying hard to rest back this brilliant filly. Then in third then is Coronet. Neswa making heavy weather of getting past her. Enable still the leader, edging towards the far side of the track, but is clear by 6 lengths here. And Enable, this brilliant filly, will complete an Oaks treble and maintains her winning run in brilliant style. All the way winner of the Darley Yorkshire Oaks, Enable and Frankie Dettori. A 1-2 for John Gosden, Coronet second, Queen's Trust and Neswa next. So as they turn down and face the judge in the 2018 Darley Yorkshire Oaks, it's Magic Wand and Ryan Moore, with Lawrence now looming up on the near side to go within about half a length of the leader. Coronet on the outside is trying to cover the move. Pushed along behind these then is Flattering. Sea of Class has not been asked just yet. She's still last, but cruising just behind these leaders as they race on. Horseplay trying to get in a blow with Azira up the far rail then in the green jacket. They're coming up towards the final 2.5 furlongs then, and on the far side it's just Magic Wand the leader, tackled by Lawrence. Here comes Sea of Class down the centre, and a confident looking James Doyle up the inside as Azira. Sea of Class has quickened up really dramatically and leads them inside the final furlong. Sea of Class going up by about 2 to 3 lengths. Coronet emerging from the pack in second, but she's a very, very special filly, Sea of Class, and delivers her trainer a 58th birthday present. Artie Dahl in the pink jacket within about a length. Frankie just looking between his legs there to see what the others are doing. Magical's getting into contention on the inside, but this powerfully built mare Enable striding on with purpose, and already Latidar is off the bit. Magical on the inside then is trying to get a little bit closer, but Frankie seems to have things well under control here, approaching the final 2 furlongs. Now he's asking Enable to engage top gear to see off her old rival Magical. Coming under a bit of a drive here, Enable, but she's responding as she always does inside the final furlong and a half. Enable holding Magical, who seems to have no more to give yet again, and once more Enable will see off Magical and gain her 10th Group 1. 13 out of 14. The Arc is next. Enable all the way winner of the Derby Yorkshire Oaks. Magical second, then Latidar. Fourth then is Loving Dream. Ishard is just being shaken up on the inside now. Snowfall is beginning to close up on these leaders, and she moves up pretty stylishly at the back there. Alba Flora the Greys passing Loving Dream as well. Now the race is unfolding, and it's Wonderful Tonight on the near side who's taken over, but Snowfall is going with her with absolutely effortless ease here and comes sweeping through to take over, and Snowfall passing the 2 furlong marker is beginning to open up on them here in the Derby Yorkshire Oaks. Ryan Moore goes up by about 5-6 lengths from Wonderful Tonight and Alba Flora, with running on behind them Laja Kond. Snowfall though is in a different league here today, and she's coming home to turn the Derby Yorkshire Oaks into a procession. How special is this filly? Snowfall goes on to win yet again from Alba Flora, a gallant second, then Laja Kond, and Wonderful Tonight back in fourth. And as the pace lifts, they're all being squeezed along. Lilac Road trying to improve as well. So La Petite Coco is now setting out her stall, and she goes for glory here in the Yorkshire Oaks. Leads, but Alpinista is up to the challenge on the outside in the hands of Luke Morris, and draws alongside and just puts her grey head in front here as they bear on down towards the final quarter mile. Alpinista the leader, but La Petite Coco and Tuesday on the inside are battling really hard as they race up towards the final furlong. Alpinista having to pull out a bit more. The Oaks winner Tuesday drawing alongside her on the inside. There's only a neck between her. Alpinista's having to be very brave here, and she is. She's got all the courage in the world and goes on to win the Yorkshire Oaks. Alpinista beats Tuesday. La Petite Coco, it was tight for fourth. Magical Lagoon and Lilac Road. The red cap shaken up in second as Moore now asks Save the Last Dance for Moore in front. Blue stocking in the Juddmonte silks, white sleeves, pink cap making headway. So too Warm Heart, who comes there travelling powerfully in a pink jacket. Al Hooson away to the left, Ross Carberry second from the left. Blue stocking trying to thread through. Save the Last Dance, challenged by her stablemate Warm Heart, who's come there looking a real threat. Then Blue stocking. Here's Frankie on Free Win beginning to run on from the rear. Aboard the white-faced mare as Warm Heart goes to the front inside the furlong. Frankie coming over the top. Is this another Frankie special? Free Win drawing alongside Warm Heart, who's digging in very gamely. Inches either way. Desperately close between Warm Heart and Free Wind at the end of the Yorkshire Oaks. Free Wind at the end of the Yorkshire Oaks.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.